morning to everybody. So today I will going to take up testing of sewers. Even in the last class, we ended up to this point. So, or this bit. Today I am going to take testing of sewer. What do you mean by testing of sewer? After laying out the sewer lines, we have to check it whether the laying sewers are straight enough, or is there any damage occurs, is there any damage in jointing. These are all the things should be checked before going to allow the wastewater. Otherwise, the infiltration and exfiltration, even in the last class I very clearly I mentioned, infiltration and exfiltration takes place if the joint is weak. So, there will be a chances of breakdown of pipes due to the pressure. So, to avoid all those things, we have to check out. That is nothing but testing of sewers. How to test the sewers? First one, we have to check the straightness and as well as alignment. How to check this? Because we have to connect two pipes, we are going to use some collar joints. To make a collar tight, we have to use mortars, cement mortar, so and so. So, if it is any obstructions inside the joint, it will obstruct the flow. For that purpose, we have to check out the straightness and alignment. How to check this? To check this straightness and as well as alignment, for example, our laying of pipe like this according to the gradient. So, from one end, we have to take a ball. We have to take a ball, the dia 13 mm. From the higher end, we have to allow this ball to move inside the sewer line. It is when we are going to allow this ball to move or come out from entering place to ending place, it is smoothly comes out of this ball at the end of tail end. There is no obstruction. It indicates very clear known thing. If there are any joints in between these 2 points due to the mortars, the ball will be obstruct in these joints. It will not come out at the end of the pipes or conduit. This is the best method to know whether the alignment or straightness is right or wrong. And at the same time, another one method is, so we are laying the conduit like this. According to the maintaining the gradient or slope. Are you clear? So, one end of the pipe, we have to place the one mirror. For example, I will place the mirror here. And another one, I will going to place a lamp or candle, whatever it may be. So, it is while observing this lamp in the mirror, it is visible. It is visible in the mirror. If not, there will be a obstruction in the alignment or straightness. So, these are all the two methods are popular while testing of sewer lines. It is very easy method. There is no difficulties in conducting any test. So, after knowing this, after testing this straightness and as well as alignment in the sewer lines, next water test. What do you mean by water test? What do you mean by water test. So after laying the sewer lines, the water can be allowed to flow in a conduit. Water I means wastewater or water, whatever it may be. From this, we have to check out the straightness from the water test. So we have to allow the water or wastewater in the conduit. So after the water will be or wastewater will be allowed from higher end to lower end, then it is very easy to check out the test, or is there any leakage in the joints, because we are using mortar. Due to the pressure, is there any obstruction in the mortar inside the sewer? It gets leakage or dampness we can easily observe from this water test. What do you mean by smoke test? To create a smoke, we have to use some mechanical devices, bituminous, tar materials like this. So even in the one place, for example, inspection chamber or manuals, is it right? So in that place, we have to burn the fuels. The smoke comes out of that burning, easily it can entering into the pipes. Are you clear? While burning the fuels, easily it comes out of the burning, easily it enters, allowed to enter into the pipes or conduits. So it is approved gas tight for smoke test conducted under water pressure. Under water pressure, then water is allowed to pass into the conduit or pipe of 25 mm water and maintained for 15 mm. After 15 minutes, we have to check out the seals. I mean to say joints. This is one method. And last, hair test. How to conduct the hair test or hair test methods? The first, initially, the higher end is tightly plugged with materials, and we have to take out the one air releasing pipe should be provided, and other end is also plugged with some materials, and we have to provide a funnel. Through this funnel, we have to fill the water. When the water is allowed upward direction, there will be inside the gas will be escaped from this air pipe. Are you clear? From the air pipe. And after filling, we have to wait for 15 minutes. If the water is decreased in this funnel, is there any leaking or damaging the pipes? Easily we can observe. This test can be maintained for 10 to 15 minutes. In case of drop of water more than this joint, we have to make it correct and allow or pass the water or wastewater into the, allow to pass from in the sewer lines. That is testing. What do you mean by ventilation of sewers? Ventilation of sewers. For example, very best example you take, we are staying in a room. We are staying in a room or house. It should be properly ventilated. Then we can rest easily without any irritation or agitation. Without providing a windows or ventilators or doors, simply we are in a closed system, we are sitting, it is very difficult. Breathing is difficult. Suppose we are not able to sit for 5 minutes, there is no question of air circulation. Same concept you have to adopt for this sewers also. Adopt for sewers also. So, how to ventilate the sewers? That is the main question. First one is continuous flow. The wastewater will be continuously flowing in a sewer due to external or atmospheric pressure variation. There will be a sudden fall, sudden variations in the flowing due to the external pressures. Are you clear or not? One thing. Second one, disposal of sewer gases. How to disposal of sewer gases? What is the sewer gases? While moving in the wastewater, while moving in a conduit, the decomposing material will start to react with each other and automatically they are generates gases. What types of gases? Either it may be methane, either it may be carbon dioxide, either it may be carbon monoxide. These are all harmful to the human being. Harmful to the human being. If it is in a, there is no chance to escape from the conduit while moving or flowing through the wastewater. So, there will be a chances of damage occurs or nuisance may be created while once the pipe or sewer gets obstructed. At that time, who are all involved with the repair works, it is very dangerous, directly impacts on the human or laborers. For that purpose only, while moving a wastewater, whatever the different types of gases coming out of that moving along with the decomposing materials, so easily such a type of harmful gases should be safely escaped to the atmosphere. Safely escaped to the atmosphere. For that purpose only, disposal of sewer gases. How to dispose the sewer gases from the conduit? So, later on, I will mentioning the bit. For that purpose only, we are going to take some methods to ventilation. Take methods to ventilation. Ventilation means proper ventilation should be given. How we are going to provide windows, ventilation, doors like this in our residence, same concept you have to adopt for the conduits also or sewer lines. Then hence safely the wastewater can be collecting and transporting and easily disposal up to the treatment unit. Otherwise, there will be a nuisance or accidents or incident may be caused due to pressure of internal and as well as external pressure while moving. And whatever the decomposing material carried along with the wastewater, they react with each other, automatically the gases will be developed. So, next, prevention of unpleasant odor. So, already I mentioned very clearly. So, whatever the gases developed, unpleasant, prevention of unpleasant odor. So, that is also directly impact on the human being. Okay. So, for that purpose only, we have to maintain these concept, we have to maintain a proper method. What is that method? Method of ventilation. How to maintain, how to avoid this accident or incident while moving a waste through the conduit or sewer lines. For example, first method, manhole with chemicals. Yes. So, all of you knows where exactly, when exactly we are going to construct a manhole along with the sewer lines. As per the standards in a straight sewer lines, so at the equal intervals we have to construct a manhole. And where exactly the junction will occurs, so nearby junction also we have to construct a manhole to change in gradient, to change in dia of the pipe. Are you clear or not? So, at the time of constructing manholes, at the top we have to put some chemicals. Why? So, whatever the unwanted gases or harmful gases comes out of this flowing in a conduit, that can be react with these chemicals. Are you clear? React with these chemicals, and easily it can be, such a type of gases can be escaped into the atmosphere safely without causing any damage to the human being. For that purpose only we have to provide a chemicals. Second method, manhole with gratings. What do you mean by gratings? So after constructing a manhole, we have to cover with a iron or steel casing. We are going to use iron or steel casing for covering. So in that cover, sometimes it is solid form. Otherwise, according to this method of ventilation, we are going to provide a gratings. I mean to say gratings. What do you mean by gratings? So even in your own houses or rented houses, so where exactly we are going to construct a chambers or inspection chambers, we are providing these gratings. Either it may be made up of cast iron or PVC, like that. According to the whatever the amount of wastewater we are going to generate in our individual houses. What is the purpose of maintaining this grating or providing these gratings? So while moving a wastewater through the conduit, already I mentioned, due to decomposing materials, so the methane gas, carbon dioxide gas, carbon monoxide, and etc., etc. These are all the gases will be generated or produced. Such gases can be easily escaped into the atmosphere. That's why the second method of manhole with gratings. This gratings is provided normally to easily escape to the atmosphere. Are you clear or not? And sometimes this grating is much more useful at the time of rainfall. At the time of rainfall. Whatever the storm water flowing nearby this or over this, it is allow the storm water into the sewer lines. This is the multi-purpose option. Are you clear? Next method, manhole with ventilating columns. Manhole with ventilating columns. So you can observe this figure. This is ventilating column. Ventilating columns. So this is the line indicates the road. This is the ventilating column is provided near to or interval between 300 to 400 meters. 300 to 400 meter, along with the straight stretch of sewer line. It is in a use size of sewers are used. In that situation, there will be a flow is more. There will be a discharging of wastewater is more, because we are collecting in different communities, and same amount of whatever the different committee generating the wastewater, all community wastewater will be flowing in a single conduit. Automatically, hence the size of the pipe is or sewer is more than collecting sewers. In that situation, there will be a flow is more. Flow is more, and hence automatically there will be a production of gases. Either it may be methane or carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide, so and so, due to the decomposing of materials. React with each other, automatically the more gases will be generating. How to escape such a type of gases? For that purpose only, to remove such a type of gases safely, the ventilating column is constructed over this Triton at the intervals of 300 to 400 meters. Distance between two ventilating columns. So you can observe this. So this is the road, the line indicates the road. This sewer line is flowing. Along this sewer line, the straight vertical column is constructed up to certain distance. It should be safely, whatever the gases comes out of that sewer, it should be safely disposed to the atmosphere. That's why, according to the terrain, according to the location, we are going to construct a column. We can decide the height of the column. If you are allowed to escape the gases nearby this road, I mean 10 to 15 feet height, it is directly disposed of, and it is directly affects to the human being. To avoid that pollution, we can decide the height according to the terrain and local area. So this column is constructed in a like this. This is the enlarged portion, this is the smaller portion, and at the top we are going to provide with copper wire cage or cowl to cover that. It should not be directly entering to the atmosphere. So for that purpose only, we have to obstruct the gases. Slowly it should be escaped. Otherwise, is there any atmospheric consisting of different types of gases? So where exactly we are allowed to escape such a type of toxicants, there will be a chances of react with each other. One more times it may get accidents or incidents. To avoid all those things, this ventilation column height is decided according to the locality or terrain of the area. So, and to avoid directly escape into the atmosphere, we have to allow one cover, that is simply we call it as copper wire cage or cowl. So this column can be straight away built from bottom of this sewer. The depth is more and it should be vertically posted using of this concrete foundation. This is normally you may expect one full question on this method of ventilation. Otherwise, for sub question you may expect this ventilation column. Are you clear? Next, after manual with ventilating columns, normally these are all first three methods are much more important. Normally you may expect, this is repeated question. And fourth one is proper construction of sewer. Fifth one, proper design of sewer. Last one, use of mechanical device. What do you mean by mechanical device? If the size of the conduit or sewer pipe is more, we can use with mechanical device, we can remove the whatever the particles settled inside the conduit by manually. Otherwise, it is very difficult to remove. If the size is very small, we can't use the mechanical devices and labor cannot work inside the pipe. In that situation, we had to use the water pressure. Water pressure. And for this, we can use one rod, that is cane rodding. Cane rodding. Cane rodding. This can be used for remove the settled materials. So, this is the methods of ventilation. Directly, I will pass on to last bit, that is maintenance of sewer. So, how to maintain the sewers? How to maintain the sewers? If you maintain the sewers well in condition, there is no problems occur in these systems or in flowing the wastewater. Otherwise, there will be chances of clogging of pipes, and also it is very difficult to maintain at the end of this. Last one is maintenance of sewers. Maintenance of sewer. How to maintain the sewers? How to maintain the sewers? To maintain the sewers, the frequent inspection is required. Frequent inspection and supervision is required. And measuring the rate of flow. Either every day we are not expecting same amount of wastewater will be flowing in a conduit or sewer. It depends on the human activities. It depends on the habitats of peoples. So, I am the person I can use today because I am, for example, at present there will be a rainy season. I am not going to use that much of water. According to our convenience, according to my habit, I will going to consume only 100 liters. In summer season, I can use more water than 100 liters. Not only me. Normally, all the peoples will going to consume more water in the summer season. Instead of 100 LPCD, I can use more than 100. I mean to say 160 liters or 180 liters. Sometimes it may be 200 liters. Same way, all the peoples can consuming more water in the summer season than rainy season. What it means? So, whatever the amount of water I am going to consuming, according to the standards, at the same time, whatever the volume or amount using, same 80% of the amount of wastewater will be generated by the individual persons. Hence, automatically there will be a fluctuation or variations in the flow in a sewer or conduit. For that purpose only, so every day we have to maintain, or inspect the sewer lines. Then only there is no problems occur. Otherwise, there will be problems may cause due to these variations and flowing of wastewater in a sewer. And cleaning and flushing is required. Cleaning, frequent cleaning and flushing of pipes, it is required. For example, you take in individual houses, so after completion of our habits in the morning, so finally once we have to wash out the toilets, bathrooms like this. Using of additional waters we are going to use. After finished up our works, we are going to wash it for maintaining neatly. Same concept, even this also, sewer lines, we have to maintain properly. So if the flow is very less, in that situation we have to flush out the pipes or conduit. Yes, there is no chances of obstructions occur in the sewer lines. And also, we have to protect the sewer lines. We have to protect the sewer lines against misuse. Protect the sewer lines by the misuse. And repairing the leaking joints, preventing explosives in the conduits. Explosives in the conduits. So you have to avoid all those things. Hence, there is no question of problems arise in the conduits. So these are all the maintenance should be taken by a particular or who are all involved with this flowing of wastewater or change the concept or shift wise, who are all involved with the inspection of sewers. So maintenance is much more important. So okay guys, today I will going to stop at this level. This is the end of the first module. This is the end of the first module. According to the university syllabus, I maximum covered with these portions. If anybody having any doubt on this, any bit from beginning to end of this, you may ask at any time. Not only me, you can ask any our teachers also, Achyut sir, Manoj sir and Asa madam. All are available in the department itself. You can call at any time, you can clarify your doubts. Okay. Next, we will going to start the module 2 according to the university syllabus. Until, okay, bye.